Okay, everyone, I think it's a good time to start. So today's computer science project presentation, we have Nikki, a 10th grade student, presenting his 3D Maze game with Unity. I'm Eric Jr. from Northwood High School. What next? The Nikki as a speaker will demonstrate his project. That will probably take most of the time. And then I don't think we have a Kahoot today. So after his presentation, his demo, we're going to be asking, going to the Q&A section, which all of you guys can start asking questions for him to answer. Nikki, do you want to share the screen?
Jailbird is the name of my game, and as you can probably infer from the name, it is very like a kind of a pleasant escape game, kind of, and a pleasant escape game that means a quick introduction. Like I am 15 years old. I'm in 10th grade as. And so I kind of forgot how long I spent developing this game, and also I go to like Pacific Academy, which is like kind of a private school, and I admit I actually had. So for the introduction, yes, I know I played a song. I actually like got this idea from dreams I had one night, and the game itself kind of like similar to what I dreamed about, but it is actually 100% the same. And yes, this is actually a fact that I wake up. Here are the screens of the game and the game layout. This is basically kind of like the start screen, kind of about to start screen with the latest screen, the prologue. So it kind of gives you context that you context, and also this is like the entire map of the whole level with it's kind of like the red balls being all of the guards, and excuse me, I got like these kind of green and yellow tiles, like kind of basically a parkour course. And I guess time for demo. So let me just hop over here, and yeah, just got like all the scripts that I use, and let me just. By the way, this blue scene actually a bed that is kind of like that. Yeah, it's like not assuming I can be successful at my own game, which hopefully appears to be the case. What? Shoot. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, let me just try my. Want to be like can use the bed to jump on the tiles and just like don't fall, or like you kind of like it's difficult as you can clearly see, because even though I created the game, I myself have not played this for like probably at least a month, and yeah, it's pretty sure. And hopefully not. No. I ain't gonna trigger those guards. Yeah. And yeah, basically what happens if you fall on the floor, and yeah, you just get caught and have to restart. So I basically kind of what the demo will be, because that kind of gives you a taste of what the game is like. Some challenges that for me I faced and overcame, and actually I and went around many challenges, or go to this game. Some challenges are I just remember this list with the most with the most or all of something that I have dealt with. Number one, like making sure the game was not impossible. Yes, I had to make sure that otherwise it would not be fun. And space is hard to deal with some bugs and that. For space is hard because I I kinda don't know how to space them, how to how much space like kind of how to lift correct as how much how much space should I leave between them and it the time slowly gets it just gets higher and higher and I don't know where to play tie basically and I fully deal with some bugs that I had was that actually just kind of bug that when you press the space bar, which is how you jump, eh, if you continue to press it, it allows you basically nullify the whole course by just keep on pressing so that you will stay in the air and you can just literally go. You can win the game that way, but that bug is now fixed because that that didn't make the game fun and also some one other bug that I had was like like big you saw how many guards there were there were dozens of guards but only a portion of them would actually chase the player. So instead of fixing the problem I kinda got around it by explaining in my program that the player managed to bribe most of the guards so that they kind of leave the player alone when the player tries to escape. That is the reason, but actually that it's because of the bug which I they got around it. So create a program make type disappear then reappear as a certain amount of time has passed. So so for the for kind of the game itself without this program easy. It's really easy. Actually decently easy. But then they kinda adding this pro kinda make the game a bit more hard and makes you actually have calculate when the tire you're going to jump to disappears because if it disappears you better fall to the ground and as you as part of modules on demo I fell to the ground and got myself caught back in the prison. So yeah, that basically is all challenges that I faced. And for future development, is very ambitious of me. But I plan to develop the game more. I like more levels with a short go along with the game, kind of how I deal with the product basically, and actually fixing the bug that allows for only a simple the player, which like what I said, or it's kind of tangible what I said in freestyle, and kind of adding challenge levels, which it's kind of put basically have levels that are hard but not impossible for the players to challenge themselves on. And that is separate from the main kind of campaign of this game. And make the game the downloadable app because right now it is in Unity and excuse me and it's kind of and it is in GitHub. We're gonna upload it there, and also the final one, like make the play customizable, kind of you can, yeah, just customize player. And for my contact information, this is my email, but be warned, I probably won't. I don't check my email like every single day, so it might take, it might, you might have to wait a bit of time before I actually reply. But your economy will steal my email about this game. And yeah, thank you for watching this information. Any questions?
Nikki, can I ask you to do me a favor? So since I think there's many of the people who come late didn't saw your demo, can you spend for example for like 3 or 4 minutes again to like do the demo, the actual demo of your game again? I think
Okay,
that would be interesting.
okay, no problem. For those of you who came late, this is like basically a review of my demo, and yeah, and this red text is a bit of prologue. The bird had it's used like literally to now just jump up here and just keep on jumping and just not fall off, because falling off is a very bad option. Actually no, and actually not that bad option. Just restart the game. Nope, that failed. Okay. Yeah, I did see I did like fell off and got myself between those two guys who caught me. So, and all of these kind of like red world active cards. The second.
Okay. Anyone want to ask any questions for Nikki? If not, then me and Leon will be asking some. So Nikki, can I ask you that, like, what is like the proudest part of your project that you may say? Like, which part of the project you're most proud of, about?
The proudest part, because like, as I talked about in my previous slide, that it's kind of this program that disappears and reappears tile. And my proudest part was actually like writing a if statement that like had disappeared the tile if I remember correctly, because I literally had help. I literally had like my unit teacher help me with that, because I personally cannot, definitely don't have the ability to do that. So yeah.
Okay, nice. Then how about your game? What I'm looking over here is like more like a parkour game instead of like a maze game, right? Do you think you can add like any features about like finding a path maze inside your game, like features or just style, I guess?
Well, I suppose I could do that, but I kind of, the point of this game is inferred in the title, which is jailbreak. But I suppose I just could, but I just could do that.
Nice. Anyone else have any questions?
Nikki, what was the most time-consuming part of your project that you would say?
The most time consuming. The most time consuming part was like literally me testing and making sure that the game was not impossible by like testing all the tiles by jumping on them. It's very time consuming because I have like more than 100 tiles to test.
Any questions from the audience? I see one question asking, is C basically the C language hard to learn? Hey, Nikki, did you made your program like what program language did you made your program with, or just like the Unity engine?
well, the program language is C#, which is the only language that Unity uses, and then like C#, is it hard to learn? That question is kind of for me. I think like all languages are kind of hard at first or hard in their own way. So yeah, that is my response. And for the what modules would you need for the program? Well, I admit I have little knowledge of that part, but and so what do you mean by modules? Could like be a bit more specific? Cause yeah, what would be your next game in your plan? Well, my next game in my plan is probably like expand on the story, which is Spanish story, but at the moment level, and I admit I actually had like, and I actually kind of started to build chapter one of the game, but I didn't get around to finishing it because yeah, I don't have enough time to spare. So yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Nikki. If we do not have any more questions from the audience, then I guess that will be the end of the presentation. Thanks everyone for coming.